muted. There we go. I thought it hadn't muted, but it had. Hope everything's working now. Looks like it is. Good morning, everyone. Welcome along. Nice to see you all. Happy weekend. Great to see you all. And this is a little bit of a surprise one today coming into the Alma Missouri server. I feel like we're a whole lot of imposters coming into the farm of a couple of close friends, and they weren't expecting it. And unfortunately, we don't have them here. So Alma Missouri has been set up and running as a server for the community for a very long time. Pep and Paul G have spent a huge amount of time on the server, and they've done the lion's share of the work. People have been in and out and helping out here and there and everywhere, but we're kind of coming in right at the very end of the server. We set them a challenge, buy all the fields and then harvest them twice. Well, if we have a look in here, I've done just that. Every single field. I can't tell you exactly where they started off, whether it was just with this plot here or whether there was another field. But basically, they have purchased every field in the map. They have planted, grown crops in it, and now we're down to going through and harvesting them. So I think these two, 9 and 6, are the first 2 fields to have been harvested twice. Everything else is growing, ready to have another go. So we've come in, we've got some grass fields down here to mow, get made into some hay, and then we've got 2 fields of peas, which we're going to go and start harvesting. Let's just have a look who's online at the moment. We've got Scott's here, Hanson's here, Tam, myself, Ben, Tate, and Yoren all coming in to help. And just as a show of how well they've done, look at this beauty. This is the first time I've seen the 715 in-game. I haven't even downloaded it, apart from this, so I just haven't had a chance to. There it goes. And very nice and black as well, so that's the plan. I'm going to go and grab a combine and get started, and then we'll go through a bit of a list and say hello to people. But yeah, it's going to be fun. It's a server I've always wanted to come onto, and just things have not aligned to be able to do it. And yeah, we thought we'd take the chance to today. So we'll head over. I've got an X9. I mean, there's $9 million in the bank account. I think there's $3 or $4 million worth of product if you look in time-saving stock check. And yeah, I've managed to build everything up from scratch. That's pretty impressive. Right. Oh. People tabbing between vehicles. Right, get that turned on. I don't even know the last time I used an X9 combine either. Gosh, it's quiet. It's very quiet. Is it actually making any noise? Must be. I just have my volume turned right down because that tractor was so loud standing next to it. So we can pick this up. Oop. Oh, I don't think I can tote this with this combine, can I? Oh no, I can. Here we go. Right. Now, I need to even figure out where it is we need to go to get to this field. So here's the yard. We are parked. Somewhere in here. That's us with the header. So we'll do a UE and go back out that way. A 180. You'll be heading in the right direction. Anyhow, like I said, hello everyone, welcome along. Deacon, Scott, hello, how you doing? Robert Bell, loving your live. Argsy, nice, thanks Robert, much appreciated. 5Gen Farms, hello to you. Keith, good evening mate, welcome along. Mrs. Professor, pleasure to see you as always, hope you're well. Catching lots of rocket launches, I saw you say the other day in FS Cheese Chat exactly how many launches you've managed to watch this year, so it's pretty cool. Nice to have you here though. Oh, Taz, how you doing, mate? Long time no chat. Hope you're good. Hope you are shaping up. You must be getting ready for another football season, are you? And the golf courses to be green and accessible. Morning, Dazed. Nice to see you, mate. I was I rewatched a whole lot of the Farm Sim show last night, Dazed. I actually watched the whole episode. It was a really interesting one. I thought a lot of sort of tinfoil hat speculation and all that sort of carry on, but I was pleased to see you in there with some of your comments and guides and things like that. It was quite interesting to see what you had to say. Alright, let's see. I wonder if we can just get into here. In a place I can actually hook up to it. Ooh, lag. Right. Already destroying crops, look at that. And that header's going to roll into the ditch. Oh. Dreadful. That's right, we'll fix it. Calaroth, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome along. Fuss Farms, nice to see you. Welcome. been meaning to reply to your comments. I was a little bit intrigued with what you were having to share. Right, can we get that picked up now? Yes, we can. Goodness for that. Right, so that's done. And they're smart, and they don't actually have one of those wonderful header trailers. Right, that was already unfolded. Get the combine unfolded now. And we'll go for it. Ben, how you doing? Nice to see you. Isaac, welcome along. Victor's here. Hello, Brayden. Nice to see you, mate. Haven't actually seen your name on a comment for a wee while either. Hope you're doing well. Nice to have you here. Realistic Farmer, how is it going? I'm going well, thank you. I'm going to play realistically. Right, peas it is. I've harvested peas, I think, once before on Blouse. And I've got one of those performance upgraded combines. That's right, the peas are pretty small, pretty light. This X9 would probably power through them with no drummers. Not like we're yielding. I suppose it's going alright. 10% already in the hopper, that's not bad, is it? Hey Daniel, how you doing? Good to see you. Morning, Bo. And I'm going to make an assumption that Floyd's there as well. Floyd, nice to see you. Hope you're having a good morning and a good weekend, and you're excited about school holidays. I'm sure you will be. Right, what do we got? We've got some GPS on this too, so I'm not going to bother using GPS on this little field, but I'll do that when we get over the road into the big one. Tate, greetings. Tam, good evening. Hanson, hello. Until YouTube stopped accepting your comments to crawl in bed. They seem to be posting them all. Oh, that sucks. Lone Star Farmer, how you doing? Howdy. Finally got time to catch the stream again. Nice one. Nice one. Footy started already just indoors golf the other week, but had a snowstorm. Should be open next week. Nice one, mate. Nice one. So you're talking about the field of view I use in sort of in my standard play. I don't even know what I've got it set at. I didn't even realise there was a different one to default. Maybe I have managed to change it somehow without realising. 39 launches so far. I missed one the other day. It kept getting delayed and I didn't know that it went. Was that the Delta 4 Heavy, Mrs. Prof? I was gutted to miss that one too, actually. I went back and watched a replay of it rather than the live, but impressive launches, those ones, when they have the whole flame they light sort of underneath the rocket to ignite the rocket boosters. It's pretty cool. Whoever came up with that concept, does it ever boggle your minds to think someone had to think that was a good idea and then actually made it work? There's so many examples of that in the world. Like, I've got an idea. Why don't we light a flame under our rocket to ignite our rocket? Pretty cool. To your mod tub, we'll never get comments. Yeah, I mean, you can understand the rationale for Mr. Marcel saying that though, can't you? It's not really a practical thing to do for the moderation side of things, which is understandable. I mean, any site, news site, anything that has comments can invariably end up with some sort of negativity, but I like the idea of the ratings and that being able to justify your rating. Like, you know, why, if it was a 1 or a 2, for example, why did you give it a 1 or a 2, and put a comment next, and maybe that comment got shared with the modder rather than being shared publicly. Maybe it was just put next to your mod on Mod Hub. I don't know. There's always room for improvement. Let's just hope. Obviously open to the idea from what they were saying. I liked DJ's speculation around when is or is a new game going to be announced. When would it be? My money, and I thought this before they actually started saying it, Thursday the 2nd of May. Because it'll be the 2nd of the 5th or 25. And it lines up with being after the launch of the DLC. Third-party DLC, so that's my expectation. Whether I'm right or not, who knows? Maybe we should start running a sweepstake on when things like that are going to happen. Right. So the three of us down here, Tam, Tate and myself, we're getting some harvesting done, and then we've got a crew sitting up there. They'll be getting some hay done. what we're doing over on 6, but I'm sure there'll be something happening. Mate's got to try and sink himself here. He's going to wait till we get around the corner. Per Olaf, hello, how you doing? Yos, nice to see you, mate, welcome along. Everyone's saying don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you for that reminder, mate. Appreciate you. Elsinore, good afternoon. Good. See, I do it the other way around. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, my friend. Welcome aboard Delta Virtual Flight, Birmingham to Atlanta. Quite different. May just be you. Yeah, I'll have a look into it. Morning, evening from Northeast Scotland, watching the stream while farming with the new farm stick. First time. Nice, Enigma. Nice one. Hope you enjoy it. I need to sort mine out. I've been looking at options for wheel stands to be able to have things set up so I can sort of pull them in and out a whole lot easier. Which speaks to something else I was going to try out tonight, but I'm going to save it and do it on the stream next week. Wednesday night, the Aussie No Man's stream, is I've been playing around with eye tracking. And now, here's the funny thing. I've had this eye tracking set up for the better part of 2 years. It's called Face Track No IR. And it basically uses a camera and facial recognition technology to track the movements of your face. And I was just sitting down on Friday night, yesterday I think, yesterday morning, and I thought, why don't I actually try this for once? I've got the camera sitting there, so I'm using the camera I normally use for when I'm building my Lego or when I am showing off a controller or something like that, or my beautiful fingernails, and I set it all up and it works actually surprisingly well. It needs some fine tuning. I only played around with it for half an hour. But yeah, I was actually suitably impressed with how well it worked. So I thought that might be something I'd try on a live stream and just show off to anyone who was interested in trying out some eye tracking technology or face tracking technology without having to invest in a Tobii eye tracker or something. There is a cost to buy the software that I'm using, but I'm pretty sure there might actually be some free options out there too. As I delved into it a little bit more yesterday, but this is one I've found pretty cheap. Might have been the price of a coffee or two, but yeah, if you're interested, we'll have a look. I know there's lots of different ways to be done for it to be done. Called Starlink, the Delta 4 rocket was crazy. I did too bad. Yeah, too bad it was the last one. It was. Hello, Brock. How you doing? The way I understood that rating system was preset reasons to select. It's the way for people to get in touch. Yeah, I agree. Even just the ability to link your name to a social connection, whether it's Discord or a Facebook page or something like that, for that very reason. I've had a couple of people comment in the last week on the Anywhere Object Storage about the field bale storage not working, and it's kind of like, yeah, I know it's not working. I've got a fix for it with Giants, and it's just been sitting and testing. It's actually finished testing now. I messaged them. It had 6 days sitting there red, saying modern testing. So I submitted it only 4 days after the mod was released. So I knew it wasn't, well, I submitted it with the explanation that this is broken. I better get a fix for it out really quick. And I thought they might have looked at it quicker than they did. Unfortunately, they didn't, but that's life. Alright, concentrate and make sure we don't end up with a combine going somewhere through the middle of somewhere else. Anyhow, it's now through testing, but I don't know whether it's passed or not. I hope it's passed, because all I moved was 2 transform groups. We'll see. Quite the demand for hobbyist. These are peas, Isaac. So this is one of the extra crops that BC Beulah added into Edgewater, Saskatchewan, and you are seeing it being used on some other maps, and this one, Alma Missouri. Speaking of people making Silobuski, I think it was, who made this map. I see they're working with Mappers Paradise on a Monet Farms map. Pretty cool. 2:11 PM, which is why you started with afternoon. That makes sense, Elsinore. Makes complete sense. Get that to work in precision farming on Sim Dash and it's realistic. Yeah. That's something I haven't actually seen people commenting on for 22 is getting that VR for the new game. Next release of the game, whether they'll have VR support in it or not. Are they going to release the fix or hold on to it? Well, it's 3 weeks since it was release date. It's well and truly past the 2-week period. I know time flies, but it's been more than 2 weeks already. But I've had sort of little response to my communications with them. But anyhow. G'day Brett, how you doing? Welcome along. Nice to have you here. Nice to have all of you here. It's always fun. Been enjoying the streaming lately. Good way to interact. And in exciting news, and this is all down to you guys, thank you very much. I booked my tickets to FarmCon yesterday. So I had the ticket for FarmCon and I'd booked accommodation, which I hadn't had to pay for yet. But I sat down and actually booked some airfares yesterday, so it's paid for, and we're 100% committed to going now, barring illness or injury. Or cancellation of FarmCon. I think I'd probably still go even if they cancelled FarmCon. Maybe a global pandemic could slow things down, but it's all sorted. So thank you every one of you for supporting the channel, for giving me the opportunity to go and do fun things like that. Looking forward to being able to give you some feedback, bring back, and I know there's actually quite a few people going this year. People across the community. A lot more English speakers going to be there, so looking forward to the opportunity to shake hands with a few of you. It's only been a week since Christmas and little response to communications. No, never. Too negative dazed. Alright, 50-foot wide header in the X9 combine running at 10 miles per hour, and you get through a field pretty fast. Granted, this is pretty small, but done that. We're over the road next, and look, they've already mown the grass. We're gonna get this work done in no time and have nothing left to do. Change servers again or something. If it's anything like last year, Mrs. Professor, it'll be an absolute blast. Only difference this time is I'm travelling solo. No Mrs. Argsy with me this time. Be a bit of a bummer. Fun dragging her along last time, but hello Chinook, how you doing mate? Morning to you, happy wedding anniversary to you and Mrs. Chinook. Having a nice time down in the south, down in Queenstown. Have to say that. I say it with a sincere voice and from the heart, DK. Not just because. You would have, did you get caught out with the weather down there, Chinook? Did you get wet or not? Did you? Yeah, before your grumpy ass gets you in trouble with giants. You're going to get less trouble in here with giants than you would have with Kermit and Mr. Marcel sitting in chat the other day. Right, oh look at that, typically. Do you know I was harvesting a crop last night in Tahiti and I had exactly the same situation. Is what it is. The weather's not great though. Yeah, to be fair, it's been definitely inside weather here the last wee while. Last couple of days. There we go. Have a good one, Dazed. Anyhow, mate. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in for the rest of your weekend. That's right. You were heading. Where'd you were? I knew you were heading down to do that, weren't you? Did you manage to sort your passport out though? Good to see the Alma server full. Yeah, it was. I said at the start of the stream, Chinook, I felt like we were all imposters. Paul and Pep have done all the legwork, all the hard work, or 90% of the hard work in here. They've kind of made the server their own, which is cool. I'd love to see the community taking ownership of these. That's what they're there for. And they obviously have made some awesome progress on the challenge. I mean, this server's been up since, goodness, I can't tell you when we started the server. I'd have to go back and look. In fact, when we turn around, actually I'm going to do it now. What date did we pin the server comment on it? Alma Missouri, that one there. If we have a look at the pinned message, 26th of July the server password was pinned in the detail with the mods. So there you go. Been around for some time. Pretty cool. That's not long after I got back from FarmCon. And now we're talking about the next one. Right. So, Henson's just saying, we've probably got enough money on Shellbrook to do the same. So he spent the last couple of days with the Hoober G's giving him a hand as well. I know I've sold all of that silage that I made out of that cornfield. It was over, how much was it? Hanson was about 16 million litres of silage or something. He's employed the roper mouse and a couple of large capacity trailers and a wheel loader to sell all the silage. So Shellbrook's been rather flush at the moment. Rather flush financially. Welcome along everyone, nice to see us ticking over the 50 viewers, always a pleasure to have you all here. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Of course, for those who are new to the stream, it is currently 7:25 AM on a Sunday morning here in New Zealand, so we've get up early on a Sunday morning to be in those sweet or sweetish time frames in the UK and the US and Europe. We do a stream on a Wednesday evening New Zealand time, which ends up being very early on a Wednesday morning, or even earlier a Wednesday morning for Europe, and obviously very early for the US. Always surprises me how many people we get tuning into those ones as well. But yeah, like I said, thank you all for tuning in. And as Tam says, if you haven't already, smash that like button. Much appreciated. So the challenge, if you are just tuning in, the challenge on this server, which did start back in July last year, was to basically own every field on the map and harvest them twice. So there is, we are now getting into the second harvest on some of these fields. In fact, I think every field is now planted and ready for its second harvest, and there's a couple that have already been done twice, and I think this will be the third one that's been done twice. Let's see. And basically all the money, everything in here has been hard earned. The ability to have a X9 combine and, oops, I can't quite see it, the 715 quad track. I haven't even used the 715. It's the first time I've actually seen it in game. Pretty cool. Alright, whip that around there. Alright, done. Turn that off, and we'll go and head over the road. So we've got this big field over the road to get into as well. With all sugarcane, yeah, with all sugarcane. Alright. No. It's been fun having these challenges. I'd have to go back and remember all the ones we've done. We've had we started out in West Australia with the 10 million litre challenge, so it was basically we had to have 10 million litres of all the base crops that went into the silos. So we got that one done. We've done the $100 million challenge, which floated between a couple of maps, but ultimately, I remember what map that ultimately settled on. Midwest Horizon was the end map for that one. We've sort of floated around Huron County and Spring Creek, or settling there on Midwest Horizon. But yeah, $100 million is the next challenge. This one here, buy the whole map, harvest it twice. So just about done on that one. Shellbrook was using the packaging facility mod and earning reputation, or creating reputation, which was basically requiring a lot of different productions to be used. We've managed to do that. Southern Pastures, the challenge there is to, at the moment the challenge was to fill up the sheep pastures, which is I think 5,000 sheep. Well, at the moment I logged in yesterday because I had intended to stream from there today. I think that's over 1,000 sheep in each pen, so 2/5 of the way to that challenge. So we're kind of going to have to think of another one soon, for what it might be. Can't really be a challenge if you don't mind doing it. Or what do we call it otherwise? A goal, an objective. Can it be a challenging objective? Yes? I mean, I don't know. Call it what you want. Throw whatever English word you think's appropriate at it. A pastime. Hobby. Right, well, this field's a bit bigger and I'm going to necessitate having a chaser bin and everything a little bit more. Alright, so he's doing what? Hanson's running out in a 1050. I reckon he's windrow. Doesn't have anything on the back. Hanson's picking up hay with the 1050 by the looks of things, all making bales. Picking it up. Ben's mowing, he's in the swather. Scott's racing around in a John Deere 7R doing something. We got Tam in the truck. Unloading, he's taking those peas down to the silo. Those unloaded. Nice one. Hey Scooter, how you doing, mate? That's a way to enter a stream. You've been on some happy juice tonight, have you, Scooter? Happy weekend, you wonderful people. The sky is blue, the air is warm, and Argsy is streaming. How does it get any better? It's a very good question. I would love to know. Love to know the answer to. Hey, Cranky, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Hope you're well. Look at that, we got the beep. I don't think did we not get to 50% before? The combine fill warning. The beautiful map is, again, I know there's been a lot of people who have said some nice things about this map, but yeah, I'm enjoying it today. Nice to have a look around and see. Lovely outlook, lovely views, well put together. The town's really impressive actually. I was quite taken aback by the town, how detailed it is. Alright, let's see if we can unload while we're down here and have a little bit of space. 70% full, so. Here we go. The old challenge of, oh look, getting the train past at the same time. Love to see it. I love the custom trains on some of the maps. We'll just square this off. So I reckon, so it took us about half an hour to do that little field. Should get this done in the stream. We might see how we go. We might see if we can go swap with someone and do something down the other end too at some stage. There'll be plenty of takers to come down and drive next night. Ways is. Alright, there we go. That's good. Good timing having that space. Oh, we're going to lag into some trees. No. Alright. Alright, here we go. Whee. It's interesting to hear there's not going to be any fact sheets on the DLC either. Guess we're basically going to go from having a reveal of it last week to having it released in 2 weeks. Not much in between. A little bit different. We'll have to keep an eye out on that. Fingers crossed. We're given some early access to it and able to have a bit of a play around with it before release. Hope you guys make up your mind, decide whether it's something you want to have or not. Have to figure out what there is to test. Kind of more of the process type stuff, really, isn't it? That logistics hub's looking cool. NM Welder, how you doing? Good to see you. Happy month of Mondays. What makes it a month of Mondays? I don't think I've heard that terminology before. Good to see you, mate. Nice to have you here. Howdy, Mr. Free For All. How are you? Pleasure to see you as always, mate. Welcome along. Are we on a lunch break at the moment, Scott, or a tea break or something at work, or have you got the day off today? Well, that's once around the field. Doing great, you're on your lunch break. Nice one, mate. Nice. Well, thank you for popping in and saying hello. Everything's well with you? The joys of being a truck driver, eh? Just stand on the cab of your truck, watching the work being done. Got the entire next week off for vacation. Nice one, mate. Well earned. Are you going away? Travelling, or just taking a bit of a chance for a bit of a refresh and recharge? Trying to shred limbs and the air conditioning stops working. It's been 80 degrees plus every day. Trying to do it at night, and each night the lights stop working. Not one thing, it's another, right? For us Kiwis, it's called a holiday. Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong, but... So we'll be taking a break from the multiplayer streams next weekend. While we're speaking of it, I'm taking a long weekend. / vacation / holiday, whatever you want to call it. Whatever terminology you use wherever you are. We're heading up to the central North Island, about a 3-hour drive, 2.5-hour drive north from where I am. To to go and watch the V8s, supercars, Aussie supercars here in New Zealand, and they're racing in Taupo. Bit of a tourist town. So we're going to head up there. Some friends, group of friends going up. Go and watch those for the weekend. So fingers crossed the weather next weekend's better than it was this weekend, because it would have not been a very fun weekend to be watching supercars. How you doing, Waylon? Good to see you, mate. Travelling to Charleston, South Carolina. Bring your parents along to have a nice one, mate. Nice one. I hope you enjoy that. How far away is that then? South Carolina, that'd be a bit of a drive. You'd cross a couple of states to get to there, will you, from Texas? Or are you taking a flight? Yeah, it should be a really good time. This time I've been in New Zealand for a few years, so. And first time on this track as well, which is going to be interesting as well. It's kind of a, you know, taking a motorsport category to a new track for the first time is always a interesting kind of leveler, I suppose, for everyone. I'm hoping it gives the Kiwi drivers a bit of a hometown advantage. Definitely flying. I was going to say it would have been a bit of a drive, wouldn't it? Month behind schedule between fieldwork and irrigation. The hay is already getting cut and started to plant cotton a few days ago. Busy times. Water. Busy times. It's good though. Good to keep busy. We're on the opposite end of things. Been a blast of about 3 weeks of lots of silage trucks and trailers and choppers and all of those kind of things. Buzzing around the road. It's funny, you get so many birds just on the road all the time because those bits and pieces of the chaff which just blow out of the truck or trailer or whatever. Cracked chunks of corn on the side of the road, they seem to obviously lap it up. So we end up, yeah, the roads, birds all along the road. Hello Corp, how you doing? Nice to see you. And Mr. Haythornthwaite, hello Mark, how are you? I booked my flights yesterday, Mark, for FarmCon. So it's signed, sealed and paid for. It's exciting. So I get into flying direct from New Zealand to Munich via Singapore, Singapore Airlines, and we'll be, so we're flying on an A350, both of those legs. Get into Munich at like 7 AM on the Thursday before FarmCon. So kind of have the Thursday, part of Friday to recover, recharge from the travel, so you get over any jet lag. And obviously Saturday and Sunday is FarmCon, but hoping to be able to sort of, you know, go in and be there for some of the setup of it. Oh, in there. Didn't want to pick up that, but slope on the field is there. So if we cut it across on an angle. Okay. Right. Nothing like that chunk. Turn around and do it from the other way. Busy cooking dinner. You arrive Friday about 4 PM-ish into Munich or into FarmCon at location. Ah, there you go. It's quite a slope on the side of that. Try and put some pieces. Train again, choo choo. Is it obligatory you make choo choo sounds whenever you see a train? Probably not. Probably not, just my childish mind. Right. Watching your clips with your parents was fantastic. Oh mate, that would have been awesome. You're only going to sign off. You're doing that, you're doing a, what is it, quarter marathon tomorrow, is it? Doing the quarter, do I see? Good effort, mate. Sounds like Yoss is going to do it next year, so you'll have a running mate. You might have to carry him the last 9 kilometers though. 10.55 Ks. Good effort. Good effort indeed. Set myself a goal and do something like that. On stage. Get back into a bit of running. So interesting you say good choice on the plane, Mrs. Prof. I haven't had the chance to go on a Dreamliner yet. I actually found A350, the Qatar A350. I don't know, there's something about it, just it felt cheap. The seats and things just felt cheap after having travelled on a 777 beforehand. Didn't feel quite as nice. I don't know why. It's the perception. So it'll be interesting. I've enjoyed flying with Singapore and flying with them before, so. And by going that way, it avoids the big 16 or 17 hour flight direct to Qatar or through Dubai or anything like that. So, as if his cheap-book flights, probably not. You get into Munich at 4 on Friday, right? We'll see you for a beer at 6 or so. That's a 2-hour drive from memory. No, I don't think he has booked flights yet. Might give him the impetus to do it. Coffee, just made a fresh pot and just woke up. Nice, I think I've just about finished my first mug. I doubt it. Hanson was just asking if anyone knows if Daggerwin will be at FarmCon. I very much doubt it. He is a out of the public eye guy. He was at Llama. He went to Llama and didn't even make himself visible or known to anyone from the community, even though the likes of Mr. Sealy P were there. Didn't enjoy flying to Singapore. You missed your connection in San Fran and had to do through Tokyo. Keep saying I must book it. To be fair, Mark, I've been saying the same thing for about a month and then logged in to check my flights, and the original flight I'd planned on taking wasn't there, and then Mrs. Argsy wanted me back a day earlier. So we've gone a slightly different route. With I'm actually coming back by LA, which I've never flown through LA before. So we're flying British Airways from Heathrow through LA and then Air New Zealand from LA back to Auckland. Just to get back that day earlier. You left Chicago 8 PM Friday and got to Singapore at midnight Monday morning. Only had one day of travelling. Also, I leave New Zealand on Wednesday I leave home at like 9 in the morning. And I'm in Munich by 7 AM on Thursday. So like 18 hours, but I'm travelling for less than it's a 32-hour trip, I think. Which will be better than the 42 I think we did last time. I'll look back on that, it was madness. Right, I'm going to chop through the middle here. Try and set up a GPS course on about here. Net on. Why is that not working? There's our waypoint. Go in a sensible 90-degree direction. Let's have a look. That looks pretty good. Right, one's done. Field open out. It's nice going through a field for the first time. Cutting this big swath through the middle. Speaking of swaths, what's happening over here? Mowing's pretty much finished. I'm assuming field 8's done. Impressive. Hey Tracer, how you doing? Howdy to you. Beauty of living in Dallas areas, I can fly almost anywhere in the world direct. True, Scott. That is very handy. You haven't heard that? Maybe it's just Qatar. When it's close, you have to let us know the details. There are a lot of plane spotters at LAX. Yes, there is. There is. Flew on a C141 from Tokyo to Portland, Oregon with cargo pallets sitting between canvas seats. Ended up sleeping on top of the pallet that had our sea bags on, 12 plus our flight. I just wanted to ask if it was a cargo plane full of rubber dog. Turd. Cool. One of the best lines in Top Gun. All things on the go. Cooking dinner, watching you, watching the Masters, and keeping an eye on selling prices on the Oaks. So, here's a good question for you, Mark, asking about selling prices. I had a good price for dried barley to be sold at TWR, but that looked to me to be a sell point that you'd put down in the fertilizer production area you have up by the shop. I don't think that was meant to be a sell point, was it? You know, we had issues with production places being sell points before. Right. Into the field, turn around, Argsy. It would work. Ah. Bother. I should have done it then, shouldn't I? Would have been a, what? 20% premium? I think the best price is 700 something and then would have got 900 for it. Sort of shine the light for the LA flights. And earplugs in so dang loud, I bet you it was. Yes, it would work out. If there was only a mod that would give you the best price in place at the right time. So it needs a prediction, forecast price. Don't have to watch for the best price if you just sold canola to you. You said next year your prices were going up. Well, I'm waiting for January and the new year and going to get you a better price by. And to work out the price per 1,000 as opposed to environment score plus price. Could you do that in? Could you do that in timetabling stock check? Have a calculated column which says price plus an assumed environmental score. I suppose there's too many variables for it to work that way. But then you make a crap load from all. He keeps telling me he doesn't, Mark. Got dead up to his eyeballs. I think I've missed the best price on canola though, unfortunately. That doesn't take into account precision farm. I suppose it'd be hard because if people weren't using precision farming, then that would be redundant. It's okay if everyone votes for new oaks next time, there won't be these issues with sell points in production. Days won't let it happen. Also not easy to know what does use it and what doesn't. Yeah, fair enough. And dance. Which way are we going? Go this way then. Square that up. Right. Okay, let's jump in. Yeah, for a bit. Driving cab. Times are tough, can only afford to eat to the swimming pools this year. Oh, there we go. Learned enough lessons from this time around to avoid all the bigger issues we've had. Yeah, definitely. We haven't had too many big issues though, days. It's gone pretty smoothly. The case of the blind eating the blind. So if you're only just tuning in, welcome along. Nice to have your company. We are playing on the Alma Missouri multiplayer server. This server's been running since July last year, pretty much the end of July. This is the first time I've had, not so much I would say the opportunity, but the first time we've played on this server rather than one of the other ones. And the challenge set was to buy every field on the farm and harvest it twice. Well, we've got every field on the map. Has been purchased, which is pretty cool. We're here working on 29. This is the second harvest taken off this one, so that will finish off this. All of these green fields, they are all growing, ready to be harvested for the second time. So once basically the whole map is purple, or if it's being mulched, I think is what I think Scott might be doing down there. Is he? Get that rolling off. Yeah, he's down there mulching. Once that's all done, then I guess the challenge is going to be over. But everything's been earned. Apart from having a little bit of a speed boost on the combine, there's really been nothing else to make things easier. I even think, what have they got? I know they've got animals on here somewhere. What animals? I haven't even looked that far. Cows, chickens. So a lot of chickens, a lot of cows. Have a look in the barn actually to figure it out. Wouldn't it be nice if there was a total in here? For a shame there's not. It feels like we're running on a bit of an angle, but so yeah, it's been an awesome effort. Awesome effort. Mainly Pep, mainly Paul G, who've done the majority of the legwork. I feel like we're imposing on them coming in here and just sort of tackling a couple of tasks. But it'd be nice to help them get that finished and get it across the line. Unfortunately, Paul has a self-imposed rule. He doesn't play on the weekend, which is fair enough. How out it did. And Pep hasn't been able to join yet, so. Hello Craig, how you doing? Good to see you, mate. Good morning to you. Silage productions and contracts have been challenging. What do you think those result? There's been challenges, but I don't think there's been any big issues as such. We'll be retiring when the new Oak server starts. So need to know what the rules of the new Oaks are regarding production. Dustin, how you doing? Tuning in from the Mississippi area. Welcome along, mate. Nice to have you here. Still working out the details. Going to make a post about proposed rules next week if life decides to settle down for a moment. Alright, so Tams must be off for unloading. The truck's gone. Got almost in full load. Makes sense. We're look at how big a swath we've made through the middle of this already. Kind of it goes really quick with a 50-foot wide header, doesn't it? Right there. Thank goodness we don't have multiple combines running in here, or we'd be done in no time. Time for you to go. You moved this Monday's stream to tonight for those who want to know. Fair enough, there you go. If you've never caught one of Scott's streams, do make sure you go and check his channel out. Drop a link in there, Scott, if you've got it, for your channel. But yeah, huge supporter of our channel as well, and as FSG's. I think Scott might have been one of the first, if not the first, channel member on both our channels. He's been very generous across the years, and someone I call a close friend. So go and check him out, and have a good rest of your day at work, mate, and enjoy your time off. Have a nice time in Charleston. You wish you were in Fort Worth right now. Your oldest granddaughter has a birthday today. She's 22. Holy crap. Corp. It's my boy's 13th birthday this week, and that's scary enough to think I've got a teenager in the house. But to imagine having a 22-year-old granddaughter or grandson. Crazy. Yoran, mate, I hope you're still in chat and can hear me in the stream. All the best for your run, mate. Hope all goes well. Enjoy it. get up, take in the sights and sounds, and enjoy all of those people on the sidelines cheering for you. It's always a rewarding experience, those kind of events, especially when you get to that finish line and you run down that finish chute. I know from some of the events I've done before, cycling and mountain biking, are always an awesome time. Starting funds are the simple things to resolve. With the changes to land management, there won't be the big issue of the slow start we had. And dinner time, what's for dinner, Mark? Enjoy. Yeah, we'll catch you next time, Joran. Definitely will. Won't be next weekend. Obviously the servers though, they're here all the time. Third time at this specific event. Crazy to do it in Bed City. Nice. Oh, you know all about it then. I don't need to tell you anything. Shush, Argsy. I know what you're talking about. Look at this. Gosh, we might get enough done on here. We can jump over to Shellbrook or something like that. I don't know if I've got all the mods on for Shellbrook at the moment. She's your step-granddaughter, but you're her grandpa, only one she's ever really known. Oh, doesn't matter whether she's your step-granddaughter or your granddaughter. It's that whole relationship and connection you've got, which is precious, mate, so enjoy. Enjoy. Well, we're rolling along. We reckon. It's a bit of work. Bit of work still there, but... work still to go, but I think... what are they talking about? Collecting bales. Who's baling? Scott's baling. He's up to 53,000 litres of hay. Looking at the simple inspector. It's going to be a pretty big bale of hay. They were probably doing straw bales for selling or something last, maybe. Fully off now, not just lurking. Got work in the morning. Have a good one. Cheers, Dazed. Catch you later, mate. Have a good one. She got you into making your own rifle now. Just need a barrel and buttstock. Oh, that's cool. Have to share some photos of that. I still need to send you your logo too, mate. Sorry, I haven't done that. Remind me. DM me. Send me a DM on Discord so I remember to send that PNG file too. Let's have a look. How much hay have they got? Maybe they might have enough hay for their cows. 1.3 million litres of hay. Lots of silage. Lots of straw. I'll have a chance. The grass will grow. Grass grows back. It's in the decal. I reminded you to remind me as you were reminding me. Now, something we planned tonight when we're going to be on Ahli Farms with FSG is to be doing some harvesting on there too. Good fun. Going from harvesting these big fields with a big combine to smaller ones. It'll be nice. Change your pace. Straw bales to collect and put into some storage. Some things to do. I do like these honeybee heaters. Only grab up with them is the built-in heater trailer, or default heater trailer, but if you can go and put it on one of the big additional heater trailers, it makes it worthwhile. Isn't that a view watching that 715 race past like that? Pulling that bin like nothing. New series with FS22 looks awesome. Ah, mate, we've had some fun on series, but I reckon this one's going to be a blast. One of the things sort of picked up in the first video was we're not always just going to be running the same equipment. In fact, we don't have double ups on anything really. We can't both do the same task at the same time. It's going to be more of a managing multiple tasks and doing slightly different things. So it'll be interesting come fieldwork time. We've only got a plough. We might have to look at getting something else. But seeding and planting will be a little bit of an interesting one. But yeah, we're looking forward to it. It'll be a fun challenge. And by all accounts, it is pronounced Ahali. Ahali. With a silent G in it. There's a pub in Northern Ireland that's in your family. Trace our roots to there from the US. Nice, that's pretty cool. Good claim to fame. And I ask, actually, Mark was watching the Masters. What's happening in the Masters, mate? We have to have a look now. Now that you mentioned that. What's happening in the Masters? No, it's only just started really, isn't it? Ooh, T Woods has had a rough start to the day. Good to see a Kiwi up there representing, tied for 9th at the moment, Ryan Fox. 100 on his round, only 5 shots off the lead. Like that, and keep going. So his dad was an All Black. Very well popular All Black, and also an All Black selector. Those tie yards look like fun. They do, Craig. They do. There'll be a bit of a challenge there. Always of editing things out and not doing it live is you don't get to see the times that we do manage to get trailers caught and things. Fun challenge of hitting as many walls as possible. No walls to hit around here, but yes, definitely on the new map. It's definitely the case. It is a fun challenge though. Actually, I was surprised at how nimble and useful that JCB telehandler was in that little yard. Four-wheel steer just made that ideal for what we were being able to unload those bales. A blooper reel incoming then. Could be, Craig. Could be. Still like the time the AI took the tractor and tried to climb the building on a live featured along old. Yeah, that was on Stone Valley. That was a long time ago. I love the fact it left a tyre print on the side. That was the best. No hiding there. No hiding what the tractor had done on that one. Just turned it on and saw all of Tiger's squares today. Winds are gusting to 31 miles, which is better than yesterday when they were at 46. It looked pretty unpleasant yesterday. It was funny as well, yeah. Yeah, it didn't look like much fun playing golf there yesterday. So just trying to watch the guys putting and all that. I couldn't believe, I've never actually watched enough of Scotty Scheffler, the world #1 and the guy leading. His swing is amazing. The way his feet move and kind of align is just, the purist in me just looks at it going, there's no way that can be a legitimate golf shot. Might as well get Happy Gilmore out there playing, but my goodness, he can generate some power and some accuracy. One of the commentators made the comment that golf coaches 10 years ago would be looking at that with disgust, but it is what it is now. Stick to EA golf, less walking required. So you got it installed. Did you manage to play it, Bo? How are you finding it? So we did another members only live stream through Discord on Monday night, which was a lot of fun. And Bo there. Now that's actually an Kenner, I saw you. Are you still floating around? I saw you pop in right at the start of the stream, and then I think everything skipped past, and I completely missed you being there. Still there. Hello. Sorry, I missed you earlier. Right, that's this side of the field done. You're averaging around +6 per 18 at the moment. Too bad, is it? Too bad. What I might do, square this chunk here up. Find a GPS line on it. Missed him. Right. What do we got left to go? There's still a decent chunk in there. Be probably about the same as that reversed. Some good lengths. We'll get this bit here done first, and then we'll mess around with these narrow bits. Might be a case of running around the outside actually, rather than using the GPS. I'm guessing everything's out of the field because I've finished everything over here. More, oh, there's 3's a grass field, but it's not ready. 3 and 15 are both grass, but what are they both growing? They're both growing. What else have they got growing? Let's just have a quick look around. Look at how organised this is. Chunks of soybeans here. Corn down the bottom. Big chunk of oats, isn't it? Oats. And then a little bit of canola scattered around for good luck. Very nicely organised. Oh, and what a couple of fields of barley too. Looks pretty cool though when you've got all the sort of colours kind of semi-aligned. That's that. What's the dark green actually? That must be... Oh, that's grass too. All grass there. Used to play a lot when you work nights in the fields. Cool. Lots of golf. So, even looking at the combine, 78 hours just on the combine. Pretty impressive. And what the... Oh, this is always a fun game. What piece of equipment has the most hours on it? We go 1050 with 230. Kenworth's got 107. The X9's actually 4th on the list. That 1050's done some work for them. 40 months, 42 months, 42. This is what they've owned. So 42 months. We're into the probably the 4th year on the map, you know, I imagine. We're at 50% full. So we'd get up and back just having the chaser. Take here, you can handle that side of things for us. Teamwork. Gonna work. Teamwork. I wonder if we can dump those. I wonder if those big hay bales will go into the loose storage. If you put them over the fill point, whether they would. Avoid having any ridiculously oversized hay bales. Oh yeah, that's a good point. It's just saying put them in the TMR mixer and you could grind them into loose and dump them into that fill point too. Or storage. $4 running costs. Who's just brought a new spark plug? Need to run, have a good one. Argsy later. See you, Corp. Good to see you, mate. Don't forget to DM me if you haven't already. You have. Good man. Good man. I'll get that sorted out for you. I think, from memory, it's on that. I'll sort that out afterwards. I was excited to see changes on the F1 calendar yesterday for 2025. Melbourne, Australia as the opening round next year. That's pretty cool. Sort of going back to the days of old when it used to always be the opening round. Might be a chance to go over. Been on the bucket list to do it at some stage, so maybe next year. So just looking through, I've got lots of everything. Lots of everything. Slurries maxed out, manures. It's a straw, hay, silage, chaff. I've got 1 million litres of TMR there. How are their cows? Are the cows? Cows are pretty well fed, they could get a little bit more. Making milk. Working pretty well. So far so good on the farm stick, Enigma. Nice. Enjoy it. Hope you do. We'll catch you in another stream sometime, mate. Have a good rest of your day. Excited the V8s are back in New Zealand next weekend. Are you going to be there, Craig? We'll be there, heading up on Friday morning at the moment. Need to do something with the slurry, yeah. Otherwise it's not going to produce anymore, is it? Not sure what they did. No, they must. Did they put it into... I see. Add digestate. I wonder if they put it into a... BGA or something somewhere. Sure. Put it up there. Fermenting silo. I wonder if they put it up into that. Getting a helping hand here. Some nice close precision driving there, Tate. Rest. Righty-ho. That one. Hey, Yuga. Yuga, hello, welcome along. Nice to have you here. Thank you for subscribing. Much appreciated. Won't be missed out on tickets. Slack to buy some, but we'll be watching on the TV. Nice. Well, I tell you what, if the weather's next weekend's like it's been this weekend, TV's probably the best place to watch it. Fingers crossed that get a nice weekend. It's crazy actually looking at the schedule. I think they have a practice on Friday and then it's basically straight into qualifying, top 10 shootout and race on Saturdays and Sundays. It'll be interesting considering a lot of the drivers haven't driven the track and the cars haven't been on the track to see how quickly they can adapt to it. Surprised to see the calendar for F1. Nice not run races in the same order. It is, yeah, I agree. Interesting. I saw one of the rationales for the change in the Middle East races is to avoid Ramadan. Which obviously brought the racing back to Saturday, didn't it? So perhaps that's one of the reasons I've changed it. Not a lot of track time for cars and drivers. No, there's not, Craig. Not a lot. Hey, Farmer Ty, how you doing? Well, we are getting through it. Getting it done. These fields are interesting. Those ones there would be fun to do. Not much left. We'll be done. Good amount of peas actually though. I don't know how much we started off with in the... Not sure what we started off with, but this is almost half a million litres. Hey Scott, how you doing? Have a good one. I'm going to have some lunch with the family. All good, mate. Thanks for jumping on and helping out today. Appreciate you. Don't forget to hit the like and sub button all. Thank you, mate. Cracking us over 50 likes, 54 so far. Awesome. Awesome. Sitting with 50 of you wonderful people pretty much concurrently for the last hour or so. So thank you everyone who's tuned in, said hello. Those of you lurking as well, thank you for watching and hanging out with us. Very much appreciated. It sounds like we've made some big bales of hay. Hanson's now got the feed mixer with 4 of them sitting in it. And if you look in the top right corner, it's just sitting there consistently at just under 45,000 litres, which is the capacity of the feed mixer. So it's chewing the bales up as quickly as it's spitting them out. Alright, we're getting into the tricky part actually. You have to concentrate a little bit more what we're going to do in this. Tell you what, it's nice being on a server like this where it's small enough we can do lots. Rather than just everyone sitting in one field. Imagine some of those Midwest fields where we had 2 combines running and we spent the whole stream just doing that. Nice for a change. Hey Anzac, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Just talking we're going to be up your way this next weekend. Going up for the V8s. I'm sure if you've ruined anything, Hanson, they'll be very quick to comment in Discord and tell you so. You're alive. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. It's the best way to be. I don't know what we're going to do for the rest of the stream. What? Maybe jump servers? Maybe? Get over to Shellbrook for a little bit? Possibly? Need to stay home next weekend. Yeah, avoid Topol, mate. Avoid Topol. And anywhere around there. Imagine there's going to be a lot of people who've had to get accommodation in Rotorua and drive over every day too. Which will mean that road through Reparoa and Broadlands, and that'll be pretty busy, I'd expect. Be interesting actually to know how many people are staying in Rotorua. So much harvesting in so little time. Not much to go. There's a stray tractor running along the road. This is Hanson's attempt at matching Joran's quarter marathon. He's going to run the length of the field 10 times. And backwards. Zoom zoom. Alright, we'll finish up this little bit up the top here once we've done this pass. Then there's just that little bit to do we've just gone past. Another reason to stay at home and watch it on TV to avoid stay over, indeed. Definitely will be. Faster than a speeding combine. Is there such a thing as a speeding combine, Bo? I suppose it's all relative. Hey, there he is. Welcome along, Pep. Good to see you. I can understand why it looks familiar because of the amount of time you've spent on it. I hope you don't mind us imposters coming in here and doing a little bit of work for you. Oh, there he is as well. Calaroth, how you doing, mate? Sorry, I did see you in here a little bit earlier. Good to see you. 5 gifted memberships for the community. Thank you very much. Anzac, Jim, Genji, Mouse, and Sandwich. Looking those up. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. Very generous of you. Calaroth was in the voice chat the other night when we were recording under Indiana. If you are a channel member, make sure you have your YouTube accounts connected to Discord. We're doing those on Tuesdays. all the time. All helpers are helpful. Nice. So we've managed to harvest the 2 pea fields here, 30 and 33. They're done, and the grass fields have all been mown and baled and suitably distributed. So it's really just a waiting game now. I think soybeans aren't far away, grass isn't far away, corn's not far away, and what do we have up there? Can't remember now. Oats, some of the oats. Opinions on mac and cheese. Javante, mac and cheese is this is Argsy's mac and cheese, so it's got to be that. It was an essential winter weekend meal option. Tuesday or Monday for what though? I much prefer Tuesdays if I had to choose. Don't forget that December, January is the best price for your dry crops. Yes, I know, Mark. I do know that. Monday, mate. Monday. Same time, same bat place. Yeah, I do need to... I've been keeping an eye on it. Mark. I might have to lease a truck off you to try and get it done a little bit faster. Oh, were you in the last night? Who was it then? Sorry, I was thinking it was you. Getting names confused now. Too many good people in the community. Oh, it's Vidra. Vidra, that's right. It's close. Let's change that font so I can actually read it when I get a subscription like that. It's very hard to see. Thank you very much, whoever that was. Appreciated. Strody sold up earlier today. Alright, that's obviously suggesting it's a good time to get it and have a look. Alright. Well, if I can have the use of one of your trucks at some stages, that'd be much appreciated. I fancy hauling 22,000 litres at a time in that trailer I've got. Oh, what's happened here? Yes, bug. It's not top price yet, DK. Yes, please, Mark. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. Right, we're just about done. What are we? 8:30. Hour and a half. Always top price at bovine grains. Tell the truth, mate. You know full well, at top market price, canola is worth more once you have the precision farming bonus on it than what you're offering. And sugarcoat that any way you like. That's fact. Right, peas. Finished. Done. Right, let's go and get things turned off, put away, and look at that. Someone's gone and got the header trailer for us. Which side do I need to be on? Side? Good on you, Ben. Was that there? Hold the combine up. Let's get it back down to the yard. Ben can crash anywhere. No pressure, Ben. We're watching. Environmental bonus is too random. Environmental bonus is pretty much just 5 or 10% every time. Random. Next season it won't compare. Well, you need to test that theory out. How about this season it doesn't compare? Right, pressure washer. Where should she be? There she is. Right, Ben to give us a wash as we go in. Three pressure washers, no FSG in the equipment there. I like it. Takes onto it as well. Now, where's the trigger in here? Workshop trigger in here somewhere. I got on far enough for it. Turn my markers on. What, the combine? Ah, okay, it is. There's some diesel in it then. Like between the shed and the trees. Don't look, Pep. It wasn't me who put scratches in your combine. Right. It's going up. And up and up and up. There we go. Apart from the fact there's no crops in the fields anymore, they won't even know we were here. Right, put the combine in. So it's in the front of the shed now. Nailed it. Easy. Easy. Park another one next to it. Could have put it in. Could have put it in here. Look at that. Nice and tidy. Give that a quick service by the looks of things. Make sure it's all good to go. And there we are, that'll be us done. No contracts we can take. No point looking at those. Funny when there's all the fields are owned, there's no contracts. Right. Not much else to do. I wonder if we should might jump over to Shellbrook for a little while. I'm sure there'll be something we can do on Shellbrook. Lots of things we can do on Shellbrook, I'm sure. Right. Will mean to put out of there. Well, there we go. That was Alma Missouri. I'm going to have to change everything over, so we're going to have to quit the game completely, which is going to leave you all with a blank screen. There we go. You can have a whole lot of me. Right. Let's go and find Shellbrook. Set that as active. We're using, there you go, using FSG model system to get that all running. Right. Launch that. Probably find there's a mod that I need. Any updates? Oh no, we're all good. I love how FSG mod assistant remembers your server name and password, so you don't have to put all that details in there. If you don't know how to do that, so when you've got a multiplayer server, so there's my Shellbrook folder. If you go to edit folder details, you actually go down here, and you can put in your player name you want it to have. You can have your server name, you have your server password, in-game admin password. It's so handy. And you can even, where in here? Oh, change the units. So what game units you want to have, which is, it's just so handy. So handy having all of that. Yeah, it'll be dark on the oaks though, Mark. I could have sold my crops on the oaks, but it would have been dark. I'll do that a little bit later. Could have mulched the 2 fields we've just harvested. Oh, we could have pip. That's only a 1-person job. Right. Hoover's been in here. Right, let's have a look. Now, Hanson had written a big list of what they want to do on here. Shellbrook, where are we? To-do list. It's straw pickup in field 15, barley to seed in 38, 20 and 29 in ferding, 30 needs harvesting, 37 needs harvesting, and 17 needs harvesting. Right. What's 30? 30's harvest oats. Hoover must be doing the pickup in 15. It's tractor there. Oh, he's reliming that. I've done lots of driving on combines today. Can't find a tractor. Tab around and see what we find. We could do a truck. Look at all these things. Things everywhere. Oh, there's Hanson's taking a truck. It's the combine. What are we harvesting in field 30? Oats. Straw's up to you. What on earth is this doing up in here? Tate special little Landini. Alright. Alright, let's go find it. Why is it not backing up? On a green cart. Waiting for you to solo. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. Right, there we go. Let's go over and run a grain cart for a bit. Hey, Finnish Farmer, how you doing? What assistance incredible, love the log viewer and filter too. Oh, it's awesome, Scooter. The truck has great lights. True, but I've got 5 other people on the server who would then not have anything to do as well. Nice to see you, Finnish Farmer. Good to have you here. Send me a stock check screen on Discord. Where's going to be the quickest way? North and down. Yeah, we'll go up and across. Mr. Rusty Money Gaming, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. Some cot fuel and cot batteries there for me. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. Pleasure having you here. The other thing that's really good with Mod Assistant Scooter is if you want to export like active mods. So we found that really handy for when we're sharing our save games after FS2 and I've finished a map, share our save game, is that you can just export. You can select only the active mods. By active, I think it can even select just the ones that are actually like purchased, like if you've that you're actually using in the game as one of your equipment. So you can avoid exporting, like if you've got a tractor mod in there that you never actually purchased, you can avoid exporting that. You can zip it all up and basically make it available to download. It's pretty handy. All good, Cranky, mate. Have a good one. Nice to see you. Pleasure having you here. Looking forward to be able to have a beer with you at FarmCon. Getting ready to head out for your company planting party at an axe throwing bar. I saw you, I heard the comment about an axe throwing bar on your stream yesterday. I was kind of half paying attention and wondered what that was relating to. Well, now I know. Takes feedback really well and hits it really quickly. Yeah, all of those guys at FSG modding are really responsive. I had what was my question about it the other day? Oh, whether you could sort by sort alphabetically, which you can't, but it was very quick to turn around and come up with an option. I also read a comment someone had put on Facebook about one of their mods. Hey, babe. Ah, right. Ah, we could have done more. So that was only the... bummer. So that was only the first harvest on those fields that we just did, the pea fields. That's a shame. But yeah, they had one of their other mods, cow barn, someone was saying, oh, it doesn't produce milk in the cows, and it turned out it was a mod conflict with enhanced animals, which changes the age animals provide milk. But they were really quick to respond. I sent them a DM and said, do you guys know about this? Good. Farming season's arrived and Nebraska and been busy in the parts world. Alright, where are we? Hanson's 67% full. Down that way. tell you a little story. Mrs. Argsy's just heading out. She's going for a walk with one of her friends. My car has electric start, push button start, and hers does not. And I always leave the key in the car. When I'm hopping out of the car, it goes in my pocket. Now, when she hops out of the car, she's taken my car, the key goes in her handbag. So when she gets home, she hops out of the car, grabs her handbag, comes inside. The next day, when she goes to work in her car, my keys are still in her handbag. Doesn't happen very often, it's only happened once. No speed sync. But she has driven most the whole way to work with my car keys before I can go to work. So she just walked past and waved my key at me. I'm guess suggesting to me that it wasn't where it was meant to be. Right, matching speed going on there, that's about right. At the top, yeah, 9 miles per hour, perfect. Yes. Enjoys it all. Hey Russie, how you doing? I'm doing good, thank you, doing good. Don't you have 2 cars for your car? No, but I've got a second key for it, but not one of the actual keys for it. No, I'm sure it only came with one, Pip. But yeah. I'm pretty sure it only came with one. Have your own keys. I'd just tell her she shouldn't take my car, but never lived that down now. You can't point out their boobies. It wasn't me, it was her. But it's always it's an ongoing joke. Always is. Must be a New Zealand car thing. Always get it wasn't. I did buy a new Pip. It was a new vehicle. I don't know. Sure, I only got one. Didn't even think about it. I definitely got a second key, but I don't think it's. I should try it. I don't think it's got the fob. Maybe it does. Maybe it does have all the electronics in it, but I thought it was actually just a key, like a emergency key override type thing. Hello. You know, it definitely came with 2 keys, but I haven't actually. I should test it, shouldn't I? They look different. I thought one was just an emergency unlock key, but maybe it does have all the brains to it. I don't know. Still, she shouldn't have taken my keys. Well, from one multiplayer server for the community to another one. This one's probably actually most of the way to buying a whole map. Still a bit of space in there. So this one's a 4x too. But look at that, 10 million. Where's all the value tied up on this map at the moment? All over the place. The old reputation. That was the main goal, was making some reputation. So we've definitely got that done. Max price, current price. Look at that variation. It's nuts. Noisy children. Can't do things quietly. He's so old school, Hanson. Children should be seen and not heard. So noisy. They're so noisy. Thump, thump, thump. No, like in the kitchen. Thought I was talking about where he walked. Thump, thump, thump. Okay. Bit of Taco might get a frying pan upside the back of your head. He knows better than doing that. Mrs. Argsy's out now, so I'm safe. She's driving, so there's no risk of her watching the live stream. Not that she ever does. I lie, she has. He has. Setting up a new hidden save. Anyone have an opinion on unreal capacity trailers? I can't decide. 100% personal preference, Amatai. I'm not a huge fan on my own saves, but there is a time and place for them. Like Hanson was loading 16 million, selling 16 million litres of silage, and you can imagine trying to do that with a standard capacity trailer. So I think there was a extra large trailer used for that. But yeah, ideally I think it's completely up to you. It's like faster combines, wider headers, all those kind of things. All personal. Hey Frosty, how you doing? Strody, good evening. How you doing? Hey, you've had a bit of a sell up on the oaks tonight. Play the game you want. Always say, that's it. There's no right or wrong way to play. That's the cool thing about Farm Sim. There's no right or wrong way to do anything. What's the DK way? Right. We've got the right way, the wrong way, and the DK way. Fair enough. All the oats and barley have been shipped out. I hope you haven't flooded the market and crashed the price on me, Strody. Be retribution if that's the case. Hanson's going to come and unload into us. Could have done one more headland pass while we unloaded on the go. I'll just stay still. No comment. Oh, 2 headlands is enough. Enough for Hanson to do what he needs to do. Item trailers of the Colossus are good options. Nice suggestions, farmer boy. Right. Not much in here, but we'll unload it anyhow. Yep. Follow the leader. Can never flood the market at bovine grains. Hey Nismo, how you doing, mate? Good morning to you. Welcome along, everyone. Hope you're all having a good morning, good afternoon, or a good evening, wherever it is, wherever you are. Hmm. I was going to say there's no one live streaming. Can't send you over to see anyone. Just having a quick look. So I said it earlier, we won't be having a live stream next weekend. We're going to be away for the V8, away for the long weekend. So if you're looking for us, you won't find us anywhere. I'll try and get a couple of videos done. We'll see how we go with that. Have something at least to cover the weekend, but we'll see. Plenty of time is on our side. But we will be streaming on Wednesday night back on Aussie No Man's. Having a go with that. I am going to be using some eye tracking for that as well, or face tracking as the case may be, which is something I've been playing around with the last few days. It's something I've had for ages. I was talking about it at the start of the stream. Using a little program called Face Track No IR. It uses just your normal webcam and sort of like facial recognition technology where it detects in your eyes and nose, maps those, and then as you turn your head left or right, up and down, it will move your view when you're in cab. That's pretty cool. Very cool. Hanson's actually close to being full than I thought. 15. I think it'll be fine. 10%. It does work, Scooter. It does work very well. I would turn it on now and show you, but not 95. He's not going to make it. I'm just saying. You know, it did work. It did work really well. I think I still need to fine tune the settings. I've only sort of been playing around with it recently. But yeah, worked pretty cool. Face Track No IR. I always thought it was Face Track Noir, but it's No IR because you're not using it for red receivers. It's been around for a long time. But yeah, I'm just using my second webcam, the one that I normally use for when I'm building my Lego or using a some task stick or a Hori vehicle control add-on. I've just got that sitting up there. That works pretty cool. Yeah, I need to fine tune a few settings. It's a little bit jumpy. It kind of needs a bit of dead zone. So I need to play around with some curves on getting that more refined. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Hey, Heavy Metal Gaming, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Face cam black. What do you mean face cam black? My current face cam is black. Are you using the steering wheel at all anymore, or still much prefer the controller? I like the steering wheel. I use the controller because it's easier to have on my desk and things. I don't have a big enough desk to have a steering wheel set up permanently. So what I want to do, Pip, is actually get a wheel stand that has like a frame that I can have the pedals and steering wheel and everything mounted on. And then when the time comes, I'll just swap it out. Oh, Ben's going to wait. Okay. I'm going to let Ben overtake. Do this. Oh, basically, yeah, noir in French. What did mine drop up to? Black. No IR. Nice of me to stream at a time you can join, sitting in the semi in upstate New York right now, waiting to be unloaded. Nice. There we go. Good timing. That shift in daylight savings on both ends, we've gone back and you've gone forward. Sort of moves everything 2 hours. Right. I'm not sophisticated enough to know colours and languages. So. What was that, Hanson? There's lots of fields going to be ready on here soon. There is lots of green. Field to harvest, field to harvest. Ah, people saying, oh yeah. There's lots of work on all the servers. Alma Missouri, there's lots of work. Lots of crops are going to be ready on there. Here in Shellbrook, there's going to be lots of work, lots to do. I know there's been a lot of people playing on the Double D Gaming server on New Horizons, which is on Discord as well. And that's got some big fields. So definitely lots. Lots to keep you busy if you're interested in joining your multiplayer servers. And of course Southern Pastures as well. Southern Pastures is just a good map if you want to do some short tasks, because the fields in there are all so small. You can kind of get something finished in a small amount of time versus really having to commit in here. But likewise, if you can only jump on for half an hour and run a combine for that time, every little bit helps. Really enjoying the new multiplayer series with FSG. Ahali is a beautiful map. Nice to see you doing something with small machinery. Yeah, we were talking about that actually. The last time we really did anything on this scale would have been No Man's Land at the start of FS22. So it is nice to have that as a different sort of challenge. I'd never suggest you are sophisticated. I will, though. I'll suggest you're sophisticated. Doesn't mean you are. Just a suggestion. How big's the mod folder for Alma, Grizz? 4 and a bit gig, I think. And the map's been slightly customized just to change the environment file, just because they were finding that there was a lot of snow a lot of time. So they decided to tweak the environment file to avoid that. Makes sense. I'm on board with that. That'd be cool, man. Yeah, you're welcome to. Anytime. Not small, but not too big. The map on its own is almost a gig, so the actual files themselves is not too bad. Just well read. Yep, use the FSG mod assistant. Download right from the multiplayer server. Yep, you can do that. We've got all the pinned links anyhow to download it direct from the server as well on Discord, so you can just click on the link and take it to the download page too. Press the brown box at the bottom and it'll download a zip with everything. Yeah, FSG mod assistant. If you've got all of the correct info in the mod assistant, that'll do it too. Just requires you to input things. So yeah, 35's ready, 37's ready as well. Should I put corn back in 1? Suckers for punishment, that's for sure. Keep an eye on the to-do list and Discord and help where you can. Nice, Chris. Thanks, mate. Fuck that out of the way. Look at Bells has been out of that. Alright, so catch up to Hanson. Right, go. Done deal. Right, well I think we probably had a good point to wrap things up for the day. Just as Heath pops in and says hello. Hey Heath. Yeah, it was awesome to get onto Alma and have a go on that server. Like I said, it's a map I've wanted to play but just not had the opportunity to. And just to see the effort and time that Pep and Paul G in particular have spent on that server, it's awesome to see. Always makes me smile when I log into Discord or jump onto Discord and see lots of players playing on servers. It's kind of what we set them up for. Get the people playing, get out of Ben's way so you can go past. But that's what we set them up for. Give people the chance to join in, have a new experience. If you haven't played multiplayer before, just jump in. It's a lot of fun, and it really changes your experience on a multiplayer server. I mean, you know, short of using the hired help or courseplay, where else can you get a baler driving beside a combine while you're using an auger wagon and having to coordinate all of that? There's a lot of fun, and there's always people online. Always is. Multiplayer is the best. Yeah, I know people. I think you're the same, Mark. You know, obviously you're a pretty late adopter to multiplayer. You're late adopter to farm sim in general, but multiplayer, yeah, it's very cool. You can meet people all around the world, chat to them. You know, you're normally people in voice chat, talking, chewing the fat, having a laugh. Just an awesome little community. So definitely, if you're interested and you haven't tried it out, don't be scared, don't be afraid. No one's going to bite. You can't do the wrong thing. We're not precious if a little bit of crop gets run over because you get a lag spike, or if a tractor ends up on its side somewhere. We don't get angry about it. I did hear about all of that, Heath. Very sad. Very sad. So yeah, that's us. I'm going to wrap things up there for today. It's been a lot of fun getting in here. Like I said, no stream next weekend. I will be away, but we will be live from Aussie No Man's on Wednesday night New Zealand time, getting some more field work done, getting some more fields prepped and up and going, which will be exciting. Yeah, what else? You know, recording with FSG tonight, so keep an eye out there for the next episode of Our League Farms. What else? Going to be trying out some face tracking software on Wednesday as well, so if you're interested in finding out more about that, do jump on. If you're considering buying the new DLC, the Farm Productions, remember you can use Argsy Gaming, my Giants partner code, in the checkout when you're buying it through Giants. So if you're able to, appreciate the support for that. But for now, I'm just going to do a double check and make sure there's no other wonderful people live that we could send you off to. Not on my list, so I guess that is the end for me. Scott Freeforall said he was going to be streaming a little bit later on, so if you haven't seen him, make sure you check that out and you know, go and give his channel some support. But anyhow, oh, thank you, Bo. Yes, for channel members, I'll be in Discord tomorrow night from about 9 PM New Zealand time. Just in a voice chat, I'll be live streaming whatever I'm doing, probably recording Tahitan, possibly editing a video. We did a bit of editing last week, so if you wanted to jump in there and just have a chat, chew the fat, we talked about all sorts of random stuff, then yeah, feel free. So channel members, keep an eye out for that. Make sure you've got your YouTube and Discord all linked up so it all automatically gives you the membership roles. Anyhow, that's enough from me. You guys all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. It's been a blast. Pleasure having you all here, and we'll catch you next time. Take care. See you later. Bye.